Hello everyone, you are here with Miss Biankadonk and I'm going to talk about developing your style. And these pictures are actually more than 10 years apart. This is when I was roughly 13, 14, and this is obviously now. So I'm going to talk to you about my journey and how I developed my style. So thankfully I have some stuff that dates back to 2014. This is when I really started to draw. So just to clarify that, I started drawing manga, as you can see. I love manga. I watched a lot of Dragon Ball, some Sailor Moon, like, you know, all that stuff. So that's the style that I imitated first. And I find that imitating styles is super important because then you get a feel of what you like to draw. And as you'll see throughout the years, I copied many different styles. So let's jump a year, 2015. And this is when I started getting into really heavily into video games. I tried something here myself, like little cute little manga creatures. This is from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Then I tried something on my own, which I actually didn't stick to. But as you can see, yeah, I copied more styles. This is from Final Fantasy. I copied a lot, as you'll see through the years. This is quite a big benchmark. The next jump will be 2016, so I'm in high school at this point. And these are characters that, I'll actually bring up the sheet from this story. All these characters I actually had redesigned. So this is 2 years later. 2 years later I redesigned these characters. And so you can see I was trying, still super manga-y, but at least I'm getting proportions at this point. Yeah, I'm studying the human figure even though it's a very manga face. Yeah, I was heavily into manga for many years. And of course, I continued copying. This was I don't know whose this picture this was, but I copied it. And of course, Kingdom Hearts is a huge influence. Let's jump another year. This is heavily into my teenagehood of pretty much Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, video games. And so I'm copying the style of Final Fantasy 12 in this. This is an OC character that I made. Oh my gosh, this is my Kingdom Hearts character too. So I was imitating the style of Kingdom Hearts. So getting all the proportions. Pretty much I copied out of the 10-year gap that all these drawings are in, I would say 8 of them was just pure copying. And a little bit of exploring. Yes, my Disney face. This is coming to the end of my high school. This is 2008. Yeah, I started copying Disney because this is when I decided I wanted to work for Disney doing animations. I was like, you know what? Let's just start drawing Mickey and Minnie everywhere. And I'm still into, but I still did some manga, as you can see. So I kind of regressed. Oh, and this is when I got into figure drawing, like drawing the human body proportionately. This character, Mari, keeps coming up. She's an OC that I created, and Kira as well. She was an OC. So like there's a lot of characters that keep reoccurring in all these segments, so it's cool to see the progress of them. I'm trying to get different faces. Just see if I can be cartoony, right? You know, I wanted to work at Disney. So next stack of papers is my last year of high school. No, this is CJEP. This is like pre-college, pre-university. But I was just pretty much hashing out what I thought my style was going to be for quite a while. So I had all these different characters, just trying to push my style and like to see how many faces I could get. Of course, video games will always be an inspiration. I think I was going, yeah, and here again, Mari. This is the style that I kind of kept for quite a few years. Very, almost anime-like, but at least my proportions are still correct. But yes, anime and manga were heavily influential. Then we get to university in 2010. So this is when I was doing leaning more towards cartoon because I was in animation and doing anime style was kind of frowned upon. Even though I kind of see Mari again, I kind of still lean towards it, but I was getting more into like these cartoony characters. Just exploring like the different eye proportions and still trying to lean away from anime and manga, but of course you can still, I'm still heavily influenced by video games, manga and stuff. So this one's not so bad, but you can still, I'm getting like body wise and like the way I do lines, you can tell I'm starting to develop something. Yeah, and these are my first years of markers as well. This is roughly 6 years ago, just over 6 years ago. This is when I started getting to alcohol markers. But yeah, see, more cartoony stuff. So these were for school, like the pig. And I was trying, I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to hybrid a couple styles together. This is my crazy girl eyes. Trying to do cartoony, but failing at it, obviously. No! Yeah, these are the ones, this is the series I produced that year. I did pretty much circular faces, but still very anime. These are all from like Studio Ghibli movies that I really like. But you can tell I was in animation school. I love the blue marker. It was very easy to work with. Yeah, so it's so fascinating to go back and look at these because the style that I have today kind of resembles it, but doesn't at the same time. So you can see the progression of like which direction I am heading. I'm kind of a hybrid now of Disney anime, as you'll start to see in this year, like 2012, so about 4 years ago. I'm starting to, because these, as you can see, less and less pictures. This is when I graduated, this is the year I graduated from university and I was actually working, so I didn't have much time in order to draw. This is fairly close to what I do now. She's kind of the embodiment of the style that I most lean towards. And the last set of images are the last time I drew, which is in 2013. This is before I went back to school for 3D. So before I decided to go into video games. So proportion-wise, body-wise, I've kind of gotten that down. Faces, a little bit cartoony. I still do like the little dot eyes and the lips and stuff. I'm trying to get different people. So this is it. These are the last drawings because then from 2013, they jumped 3 years to what my style is last year. And this was the first picture I produced of 2016. This style for me kind of came out of nowhere. You can see it's a bit of anime, a bit of Disney, a bit of like whatever else. And then throughout the year, I kind of experimented. So pretty much this is the year of exploration, of hashing out the style that I wanted to be distinctly me. So as you can see a bit of Disney, you can see a bit of anime, but it's not distinctly anime, it's not distinctly Disney, it's distinctly my style. So it took about 10 or so plus years to develop, and I went through, so I imitated a lot of people, imitated a lot of styles, to the point where I felt comfortable in being okay, this is how I draw. And then come to the picture that I did this year. This is the first one of 2017. And as you can see, like I got my eyes down, I got the kind of style that I want. So it took over 10 years to get there, but pretty much what I suggest is copy as much as you can to find what you like the most, what's easy for you to draw. Just copy, 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 and then do a picture where you don't copy and see what comes out of it. Because at this point, I don't copy anymore. Like at least styles, like I'll copy characters, but even then this does not look like Hilda at all. Like this is Hilda in my style. And of course Duratan, who was awesome. So that's what I suggest for you guys. Just keep copying. See, I have like so many images of Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, things that I love, Disney, things that I loved, I wanted to imitate. So I suggest you do that. And until next time, guys, stay nerdy.